July 2nd, 2020. Do you guys remember that day? The day a lot of us made history as the first batch to graduate online. Disappointed? Absolutely not. Because look at us now. 4 years later, we've conquered junior high school challenges, and here we are graduating in person. So why don't we all give a round of applause to our loving God? Hello, GCF South Metro Christian School family. It is an honor to stand before you today and share what the Lord has done in my life and in our lives the past years of high school. There is just so much reason to rejoice. Given the times and all other uncertainties, just being able to finish our junior high school year is a great testament of God's love. I remember looking forward to transitioning from elementary to high school. I was an excited, also innocent young boy with 4 eyes, excited to see what was in store for me. I felt almost ready to run, but boom, the pandemic hit. And honestly, at first, I felt overwhelmed. The initial feeling of I am excited was covered with I don't know what to do. I began to doubt myself because trying to learn during an epidemic, especially while transitioning to high school, was already difficult. I was frightened. The guy who plays hard on the basketball court felt afraid. I wasn't even sure if I was going to excel as much as I did back in elementary. But what really brought me to tears and fears was the loneliness I felt. Half of our junior high, we were forced into isolation, which made all of us feel disconnected with the lack of social interaction. I somehow lost motivation. Having to stare at the screen for a very long period of time made me struggle engaging with the class. Sitting at home, there were just too many distractions. You know you are with your classmates, you see them virtually, but it somehow felt a little too distant. All of these were new to me, to all of us, and that is why this day is really a milestone for all of us. What led me to this day is an amazing display of God's presence. God's words inspired me to try my best to adapt and move forward. I remember one time, after online class, I felt very tired and drained on my desk at home. But I shifted my glance to a verse displayed on our shelf, and surprisingly, I got curious and searched deep into it. Proverbs chapter 2 verse 6 says, "For the Lord gives wisdom, from his mouth come knowledge and understanding." So, Lord, what does this mean? I asked myself. Is it about finding strength through faith? Or is it about seeking guidance in times of uncertainty? This brought me to reflect and pray deeply, and I understood that it meant both. This verse reminded me that wisdom and understanding are gifts from our Father in heaven. If I keep seeking for my excellence on my own, I really will get tired and drained. If I only rely on my own skills and understanding, leaving out the Lord in the picture, then I will just keep on running and trying and running and trying without any meaning to learning at all. This passage became very significant to me since I always find myself in need of guidance and clarity, especially given the obstacles of school and the pandemic. This opened up a new sense of motivation for me too as I go through basketball training every after school. Traveling almost an hour away from school for training day in and day out, spending weekends and sacrificing time. It took much of my time last year, but honestly, though I feel blessed to have this opportunity for basketball, deep inside I believe that I have to give more importance to my education. I began to seek more of the Lord's understanding and strength as I go through tough decisions like this. I clearly saw how the Lord carried me through all these. My classmates and friends were my strong support group. Who would have known that despite having half of our junior high in a pandemic would still give us the best memories with the best classmates and friends. I could not have survived it all on my own. I would even ask my classmates for notes whenever I needed them, even if I knew it would literally take them decades to send. How you doing? They were also, in a way, my emotional support. I felt like I was not alone. I was blessed with the kind of classmates who would laugh at their own failures just so you won't be sad. But they knew when to be serious and help me accomplish things I needed to. And my teachers, they were my lifelines. They were very approachable, and the saying, "I am just one call away," was true with them when we needed help. I couldn't have asked for better teachers than the ones I had this school year. Shout out Ma'am Jess and Ma'am Yvonne. The GCF South Metro felt like a family, and forerunners of our education for us. I could only imagine our principal, Ma'am Eden Santiago, and our teachers gathering their thoughts and wisdom just to get us through the pandemic, yet maintaining high quality of learning. They never stopped moving things up for us to learn through the tough times. Grabbing the 3x3 basketball championship trophy in CISA last May was such a highlight in my varsity life here in school. Seeing the careful guidance of our coach, Rosel Panganiban and Sir Herbert Martinito. More so, competing in the Philippine Robothon and winning third runner-up last year in an international Robothon competition was very unimaginable. Can you imagine this school in the middle of Danghari was out there among the giants trying its best for innovation for the students? What a feat. And being in Malaysia with our teachers was not just a learning curve, but is simply a gift of friendship and collaboration. They gave us room to learn from our mistakes and grow. What a gift it is for us to have the GCF staff and admin who made sure the school secured all of us. I felt very safe and comfortable that enabled me to have a lot of friends, even from other grade levels. But of course, a great factor in overcoming it all and finally being here is my family. They provided me with the support I needed. My siblings, especially my parents, had fears too, I'm sure. But they helped me cope with the stress and anxiety I experienced from online learning till now. How can I not be thankful? Whenever I arrive home from school, I get to breathe in the fresh air I need, and there is a comforting reassurance knowing that this is my safe space, and that my family is always here for me. My mom would always listen and understand the frustration I express from school, and sometimes it will end up with us having an argument. Ma, I love you. My dad exerted effort to encourage me with my extracurricular activities, especially basketball, and even accompanying me to my games, to analyze my games, to make sure I'm safe, and to laugh at my funny moves. I love you, Pa. They both make things lighter to bear. My parents even set up a study area for me at home and made sure I had the equipment and peace I needed. At my young age, I felt that is such a gift to have. My family's constant support and affection were evident signs of God's concern. They provided with a secure and supportive environment for me, as demonstrating that God was working through them to help me get through the difficult times. But to top all of these, it's feeling God's presence in many extraordinary ways. His faithfulness and knowledge stood out for me. He would take me through the most difficult periods, but calling on Him gave me a quiet peace that assured me I'm not alone. He engaged with me personally, providing me with insight and peace when everything else seemed chaotic. Whenever I ask Him for help, I often feel a sudden sense of calm or receive a thought that that would help me in different situations. It felt as if God was directing my decisions and providing the understanding I needed to get through difficult circumstances. But even when things do not go as planned, I felt that God was looking over me, making it easy to believe that everything will be fine. To my friends, my classmates, I will never forget about the Valorant classes we had together, 2-week-long Minecraft sessions, our mini-hoop games with Ethan, Morris, Gab, Kim, Luis, and of course our commissioner, Joshua Ambura. Our TikToks, especially the spontaneous ones with my friend Ethan Santos, and the late night calls that we would have. What once was our routine has now become happy memories. The school events we had together, like acquaintance party, our elephant play, in-jams, crossroads, and of course, high school night. I know that there are a lot more that I missed, but whatever they were, I will forever cherish the moments that we had together. May these also be about laughing at each other's failures, supporting each other through tough times, or simply enjoying each other's company. These shared experiences have shaped our high school journey and created bonds that will last a lifetime. May these memories too be a testament of how the Lord carried us through and will continue to carry us through until we fulfill the plans He has for us. May we see each other in our future reunions and share stories of God's testament of faith. And to my classmates, of course, congratulations to all of us and to our families and the GCF South Metro family. May the Lord bless you all with the strength through tough times. May the Lord grant your heart's desires, and may the Lord's presence be alive in all our lives always. Once again, congratulations to all of us graduates. What a loving God we have.